Good afternoon, everybody on YouTube. This is Rick Thomas from Obsolete Video Services. Hey guys, today I am just doing a few little projects at the same time. Today is Sunday. I'm working on an Ampex 1-inch machine, as you guys already know, doing capacitor replacement repairs and different things. But I'm also in the middle of this 1-inch tape transfer job. He is a member of my YouTube community, and this is a bunch of 1-inch tapes that came out of a school in Fresno, California. And like I said, guys, these are really hard to work on because these tapes have been used like a million times. Got a lot of tape edge damage on the edges of the tape. They're very dirty, very sticky, because these are the Scotch and Memorex types. Anyways, the recordings also have a lot of problems with the way they recorded them. Very hot levels, very low levels, very in between. And so we're letting the time-based correction correct as much as possible. And like I said, we're only getting it to a certain level because they are very hot and they will oversaturate. And on top of it, they have a lot of noise in the picture from one camera working properly or two and one not. I mean, it just didn't have the camera set up right. Some are dark, some are not dark. So for high school AV department, they did all right. I mean, they did the best they could, I guess. But I don't know if it was a teaching class or what this was. But anyways, I am doing a transfer right now. This tape has a little bit of edge damage, but we're correcting it as much as we can. And anyways, we are getting these done. And but anyways, these are type EV 1-inch type of tapes. They're EV tapes. These machines were used prevalently in the late 60s, early 70s. They were around in colleges, schools, TV stations. A lot of people who used to do their own television shows would, drag one of these into the studio if they owned one to record, a lot of their shows, especially if they were a television movie horror host or people who did their own shows like Bozo and stuff like that, and they were actors at a TV station. You could see that if they owned one of these, they would drag it into the studio to make their own copies of relatively shows that they wanted to keep. Because during that time, the station didn't have availability for making transfer copies for artists that would do TV programs in the studio. So these were a pretty, prominent video source from 66 early 70s for people that needed them for television production, things they might have been doing. A lot of schools bought these, a lot of colleges and mainly TV stations, I guess, bought these. But like I said, guys, these are tapes that were done at a high school, and these things, I'll tell you, they are something else. They were very sticky, and the recording was very, very grainy on a lot of these. The video was it's just terrible. I mean, video signal on a lot of these is super hot. Some of them's in between, some of them are real dark. They had a 3-camera setup where the cameras weren't white balanced and set up properly. The audio is, loud at best, but, we can correct that. So I'm doing the best I can on these. These tapes are just all over the place. But this is all school stuff. I know you guys are enjoying this. Just want to show you guys behind the scenes what it takes to do stuff like this. It's a lot of work, guys. This is not easy to do, especially when you're trying to correct tapes that are really, really bad. Especially one like this. This one has a lot of tape edge damage on it. But as you can see, this is what we got leveled out. One thing that's interesting about the time-based corrector I use, it is a television broadcasting time-based corrector. So you could set the levels if you need to, but here it's correcting it all on its own due to the fact setting the levels is just the video levels are all over the place. So we're letting the time-based corrector level everything off itself in the automatic mode, which is all I can really do without it really looking like total crap. But these are very dark, and that's another reason I'm letting the time-based correction do it itself. It will look at the signal and adjust depending on what it needs. But overall, we're getting it done. It's taking some time. But these tapes do have some tape edge damage on the edges of the tape from being used a gazillion times in a high school, whichever high school this stuff came out of. But at least we're getting the transfers done. They're coming out pretty decent. So stay tuned, guys. There's going to be a lot of little stuff I'll be posting, and I think you guys are going to enjoy this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video.